Hello, my name is Rachel and yes, it has been a while. I decided that I would film a little video today talking about what I'm intending to do over the next few crazy weeks that are going on, and just a bit of an update really because everything been crazy. So I'm currently not working now because of the isolation. I work in a school, but I work as a library manager, so I'm not really like crucial staff to have in, so I'm not going to be in. The only work that I'm going to be doing is a virtual book club with some of the kids online, so apart from that, not really going to be doing anything. So yeah, the last week I have been doing a lot of writing. I've kind of funneled all of my energy into writing and editing, and that's been so amazing and so fun. But I feel like I'm going to do that thing where you put too much energy into one thing and you burn out and then you can't do it for ages. And because I feel like we're going to be off for quite a while now, they're saying about schools being off to like September, which seems insane. But if that is the case, then I'm going to really need to, you know, steadily do the writing and not just rush it all now and then not be able to write for months at a time. So that's really stupid. So one of the things is I want to try and even out what I'm doing, be doing other things that I find fun as well, and just doing it that way. So I thought I would tell you about those things that I'm doing. So firstly, the books that I'm currently reading. So I'm currently reading 2 books at the minute. I don't think I've shown any of them on my channel before because I've got them recently, but the first one is Toffee by Crossan. So Crossan wrote one, which is about some conjoined twins, and she also wrote Moonrise, that was it, Moonrise, about a boy who's going to see his brother for the last time because he's on death row. And I really love her writing. Her books are YA and she writes them in this kind of blank verse, which I absolutely love. I'm over halfway through this and I'm really enjoying it. It's about this girl who was being abused by her father and ran away, and she's gone to this little town that seems like a very like Brighton kind of place. There's this woman there who has Alzheimer's or dementia, I can't remember which one. She's like broke into a house and she's living with her, and this woman doesn't remember that she doesn't know her, so she's kind of just like letting her stay there, and it's just really fascinating. I'm really enjoying it. It's quite interesting seeing like the nurse will come around and she'll be like, oh, Toffee's in there. She'll be like, yeah, of course she is, and just not believing her because people just don't believe people who have Alzheimer's or dementia. They just think they're making things up and like they're just trying to get out of there as fast as they can. Really enjoying this book and I'm excited to see where it goes. I really love Crossan's writing. So I've been reading that one, and then the other one I've been reading is Genderqueer, a memoir by Maia, Kobabe. I have no idea how to say that, sorry. I picked this up from Gaze the Word in London, which I finally went to. It was amazing. So yeah, I picked up 2 graphic novels when I was there, and this was one of them, which I was super excited for. I'm not very far into it. I only started it this morning, but I'm on page 74. Yeah, it's just about someone's like confusion over the gender as they are growing up. You're seeing this person as a very young child at the minute, and then I'm assuming you grow with them and how their gender expression changes and how they become genderqueer, I'm guessing. This is really good so far, and the illustrations are just so beautiful. I'm absolutely loving them. So yeah, we're reading that one, we're enjoying. In terms of other stuff I've been doing, so yeah, I've been writing. That's been going really well because my girlfriend works night shifts and she works on an ambulance, and so she will get in at like 6 in the morning, make breakfast and coffee and come upstairs because she's eating it for her tea, but I'm eating it for my breakfast. So I like wake up properly every morning because she's waking me up, which is great. So yeah, I've been like just going and starting writing then, which has been really fun, and I've been doing a lot of like writing research, like watching documentaries about Hamilton, and I signed up for this Broadway HD thing where they film a load of Broadway shows and you can see them like properly as stage shows, which is really good because I have a lot of stage productions and acting and stuff like that in my current work in progress that I'm editing. Doing that research has been really good, and then I've been doing the actual editing. I'm doing Act 1 at the minute, but like I said, like I literally just like go in this room because this room doesn't have my actual bed in it, that's the other room over there. So I come in here and I just like work relentlessly, and then I'll like stop and play on a game, which I'll mention in a minute, or do something else, and I'll feel guilty because I'm stopping to do that instead of giving myself more of a shorter amount of time, like say putting a limit of like work for 2 hours, getting everything done then, and then going and doing those other things that I find fun guiltlessly. So that's kind of the aim, that's what I want to do. So I want to carry on reading those. I've got some more books that I want to read, and then yeah, I've got some other stuff. The main game that I'm talking about though is obviously what everyone's playing right now, which is Animal Crossing. Oh my god, it's so good. So I've stolen my girlfriend's Switch because she doesn't need it and I needed Animal Crossing, and I got it, did I get it the day it came out or the day after it came out, something like that. I'm loving the new gameplay on it, and yeah, just so good. And me and my best friend, because my best friend loves it as well, are gonna get Nintendo Online for the next few months or whatever, and we were like, we're going to be isolated in real life, but in Animal Crossing we ain't going to be isolated, we're going to go visit each other's towns, so that's going to be fine. So yeah, I've been super excited about that. I've been playing that a lot. What else do I have to do? I have some Lego, so I don't know if I've mentioned how much I like making Lego. So I used to obviously play Lego a lot with the kids that I worked with in Switzerland. I used to love it, we used to make loads of it, and then when I came back I really missed it. I bought like loads of Harry Potter Lego, and I have like a Louvre one. I have loads of the little brick heads. I love doing the brick heads ones. And then yeah, the one I'm doing currently is this Harry Potter one, which is like the Triwizard Tournament one. So I've done the dragon, but I've not done like the egg challenge and the little hut up here, so that's the next thing to do. So I'll probably finish doing that tonight. So that's fun, obviously. And then yeah, we've got the books that I'm hoping to read. So when I was in Gaze the Word getting queer theory, no it's not queer theory, genderqueer, I also picked up Honor Girl by Maggie. Thrash. This is a book that I've been looking to pick up for ages. Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings mentions it all the time, and it really sounds like the kind of graphic novel that I would love, because I really love like Be Prepared, which is just about a young girl finding herself over the summer at a camp, and like that's literally what this book is. So I've been super excited to pick this up, and once I saw it in there I was like, gonna buy that. Also, this book was £7.99. Like, how many graphic novels do you find that are really beautifully published and £7.99? None. That like never happens. So I was super excited to pick this up, and the illustrations look really interesting as well. So I'm super excited for that one. And this is about a girl who goes to a camp all the summer, and I think she starts having feelings for a girl for the first time, and it's sort of dealing with her new sexuality and new desires and all of that sort of stuff. So really excited about that. Then we have another one I got because of a trip. So when we went to Gaze the Word, me and my best friend basically went to London because I'd got us some tickets over Christmas to go to Great Missenden, to the Roald Dahl Museum, which was amazing. Oh my god, so beautiful. So we spent like half a day there and then half a day in London. And so one of the things that I got when I was at the Roald Dahl Museum was Maia, which is illustrated by Quentin Blake, and it's literally just Roald Dahl going for a year of his life and talking about the different seasons. Like, it literally goes through like January, February, March, April, like they're the chapters, and he just goes through every single one. Oh, I didn't show you, I got this bookmark from there as well, which is so cute, and it just says I'm wondering what to read next, and it's got a little Matilda on it. I'm really excited to read this one. I think it looks super cute, and it sounds very like Boy, which is my favourite Roald Dahl book that I've read. Kind of, well, it's up there with Fantastic Mr. Fox because that's like always going to be a favourite, so super excited to read that one. Then I have Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera. So this is Adam Silvera's new book and his first fantasy book. I have read everything Adam Silvera's put out at this point. I think I've read more than Happy Than Not, They Both Die at the End, History's All You Left Me, and What If It's Us that he did with Becky Albertalli, which is definitely my favourite book that he's written, been a part of, however you want to mention that. So I'm super excited for this one. So it's about these two brothers who are born during a war, and one brother has the power to end it all, the other will stop at nothing in his pursuit of glory. Who will live forever and who will die trying? I just like Adam Silvera books, so I picked this straight up. I actually don't know that much about what it's about, but I'm really excited to finally read it because I've had it for ages. I think I've got it in like January and just haven't picked it up yet. Last summer I read The Goldfish Boy by Lisa Thompson and absolutely loved it. It is about a little boy who has OCD, a really good children's book that deals with a mental health issue. So loved it, wanted to read some more Lisa Thompson. So I have The Nightjar and The Day I Was Erased, both by her. So I'm super excited for these. I think it's is it this one that sounds really good? This one sounds amazing, so I'll probably read this one first. So this one says, in the dead of night, Nate and his mum run away to a tumble-down cottage in the middle of a forest. When mum heads off for food and doesn't return, Nate is left alone and afraid with shadows closing in all around him. And it's just about him like being left alone. Someone comes and finds him, but is his mum gonna find him? All that sort of stuff. So really want to read that one. And then we have this one which says, Maxwell is always in trouble. He's a total menace to his teachers and big sister, but has a soft side too. He rescued his dog Monster from being run over and checks on his elderly neighbour after school. And it's all about him finding this mysterious cabinet of curiosities, and his life gets erased, and I think it's sort of making him realise about the way he behaves and stuff like that. Both of those sound really good, and I'm going to be reading one of them at least this week, hopefully. And then the last book I'm hoping to read is Elevation by Stephen King. So I don't think I can call this his new book now, because I'm pretty sure he's already got a new book out, because he has a new book out like every 6 months. But he did come out really recently, and I've been hoping to read another Stephen King for ages now. I've read about 8 of his books, but I haven't actually read one in the last year, 2 years, something like that. So I've really wanted to pick one up, and this is quite small, so I'm kind of cheating, but I feel like it'd be an easy one to pick up, so I really want to try and read this one next. So this one says, in the small town of Castle Rock, word gets around quickly. That's why Scott Carey only confides in his friend Bob Ellis about his strange condition. Every day he's losing weight, but without looking any different. And I remember that when I bought this, I read like the first 2 or 3 pages, and I really liked what I'd read. So yeah, they're the books I'm currently reading. They're the books I'm hoping to read over the next like 2 weeks maybe. And yeah, that's everything that I am doing. I thought I would throw some YouTube into that pile of things to do, so that it kept me busy and kept me doing a different range of things, so I don't go crazy in my house all the time. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please let me know down below what you are doing with your isolation. Just seems so insane to say that, but yeah, let me know how it's going down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!